Maybe? Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 30th episode of TheCoasterCasters Podcast. We only have a short amount of time because I'm exhausted and I've been blocking people on Twitter that's, let's just say, weird followers. My name is Travis Coaster. I don't know if I already said that. I probably did. With me tonight, I have Sir Owen Disney
Hello, everyone.
and Will Smith.
Hola.
I don't want airport car service follows me. I don't care. I don't need an airport pickup or drop off.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
They're useful.
They're very useful.
Anyway,
And that's why I
um,
think of airport car services.
Just as long as not that J-Bron that left me at Full Sail.
oh, speaking of mirrors, I actually took a Mears taxi when I was in Orlando.
Mears is amazing.
Mears is amazing. I will 100% agree. Mears is probably the best taxi I've ever been in. I didn't feel like I was going to die.
This is correct.
Okay, so, Will, you have some news?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay. I said to Travis I was not going to talk about it, but why the hell not? Six Flags is officially going international. You thought that going international thought I meant just only going to Mexico and Canada? No. Six Flags in Dubai, Six Flags Dubai officially breaks ground. Don't know when it's set to open, but I'll get you more information on that. Six Flags Magic Mountain's new ride, Python Plunge, opens. Let's see. Okay, that's from old news. That's all the Six Flags news I have. So, yeah.
Well then. Okay. Owen.
Are you kidding me? All right then.
All right, then.
Wasn't necessarily prepared to go already, but all right, I guess we'll do this. So Each of the Beat is formulating its concert lineup at Epcot for Food and Wine this year, and we keep talking about it every single week. Where every single week we get new concerts added. It was announced during basically the preview for Food and Wine, that was a couple weeks ago, that Living Color, yes, Living Color, the ones that do Cult of Personality,
Yes. Personality.
and Boyz II Men are going to be performing this year, but they don't have dates yet. There's tentative dates, but they haven't been announced. And it's weird because Survivor, that obviously everyone knows them for Eye of the Tiger,
Rocky.
they were listed for October 24th and 25th. Well, that has disappeared, so we don't know if that's confirmed or not at this point. But Survivor may or may not be October 24th and 25th. But what I can confirm is they've announced more dates. The Bodines, country stars, are going to be there. My birthday, September 21st through September 23rd. Wilson Phillips will be returning to Eat to the Beat October 3rd and 4th. Billy Ocean, yes, Billy Ocean will be there October 26th. And Sister Hazel will be there November 10th and 11th. Concerts are free with admission to the park, and they start at 5:30, 6:45, and 8 p.m. There's going to be a special dining package, including tickets, just kind of like what they do with Candlelight Processional, and that started this year. And obviously, they're going to be doing the Chase Lounge for Chase Visa card holders, and they have access to special seating. If you go there early enough, you can get special seating that way, and also seats to not really seats, but like a holding area for Illuminations that night as well.
Cool.
We move over to Aquatica, which is one of the only parks in Orlando I've not been to. I will change that very soon. So, beginning this Friday, Aquatica will offer another new way to cool off with Island Nights, presented by Coca-Cola. It's going to be every Friday and Saturday night through August 6th. Guests can enjoy an evening celebration of summer and a special Island Night soundtrack, extended park hours, and a daily happy hour from 5 to close. There's an evening menu that's going to have sizzling flavors from Waterstone Grill and an evening kickoff party with a DJ and dancers. Just like with Eat to the Beat, it's included with park admission to Aquatica.
DJ Jazzy Jeff?
I highly, highly doubt that. Discovery Cove. Discovery Cove is turning 16 this week. So they are doing a special sweepstakes. It's called Sweet 16, and there's a link at app.promo.eprize.com/sweet16. I know that's random, but it's still there. I'm guessing if you go to the Discovery Cove site off the SeaWorld Parks, you'll be able to get a link to that. It's a little bit easier than remembering all that. But it's going to be a grand prize that includes 15 of your friends you get to bring to Discovery Cove, round-trip airfare for the whole group, 2 nights hotel accommodations, transportation, and VIP guest package that's going to let you swim with dolphins, 2 private cabanas at the parks, meals, snacks, and tickets to both SeaWorld and Aquatica during your stay. You can enter any time between now and August 14th, and it's once a day, winner to be announced on August 15th. I can't swim, as some of you may know, but I will say that Discovery Cove is something I recommend if it's in your means to do so. It's a little pricey, but it's all-inclusive. There's literally snacks and drinks just chilling out there, so you can grab them. And if you like alcohol, free alcohol too. So, I mean, it's a great experience being able to swim with the dolphins, being able to see the birds and feed the birds. I mean, it's totally worth it. And their lazy river they have, which basically has you're walking or you're swimming around and you're bobbing up and down. The next thing you know, there's a sign that says "Warning, drop off," and the next thing you know, you're like 11 feet underwater. Like, it drops like that. So it's something I definitely recommend. If you're able to go to Discovery Cove, it's something that's up your alley. I think it's something that would definitely work. So another thing that was announced recently is the first house for Hallow Scream has been announced. They're doing Evil Encore this year, Busch Gardens, Tampa, and basically they're bringing back the greatest hits of Hallow Scream several years. And Circus of Superstition in 3D, The Last Laugh, was announced earlier today, actually.
They announced another house?
They announced the first house for Hallow Scream. No details as of yet other than that, but it looks like it's going to be an interesting year, to be totally honest. Like I said, it's going to be a throwback to everything from the past. And, oh yeah, thank you. There's a link. I told you the link about the Discovery Cove contest. If you go to discoverycove.com/sweet16, you actually will be able to go directly to it. So that makes it a lot easier than like trying to type in like a bunch of code like that. So Hallow Scream Evil Encore is running this year, and the dates are currently as followed. September 23rd and 24th is Freaky Preview, and that's actually a good way to get everybody into the park before it gets all crowded. September 29th and 30th, the 1st of October, 6th through the 9th, 13th through the 16th, 20th through the 23rd, and the 27th through the 30th. The event runs 7:30 p.m. to 1 a.m., and there's going to also be rides running during the night as well. Cobra's Curse is going to be running, Falcon's Fury, Sheikra, Cheetah Hunt, Kumba, Montu will all be rides you can take on while you're able to. So tickets are available right now. Check out hallowscream.com. I would focus more on it if I was able to, but unfortunately it's really hard to get to Tampa, especially when you don't have a car. So we'll see somewhere down the line. I hope Hallow Scream is in my future. I think it will be. So obviously this brings us to Universal and my home away from home. Thank you, Universal Orlando, for giving me Follower of the Week this week on Twitter. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. I am more than happy to talk about your wonderful park every time I get a chance. So a couple things I want to mention real quick. The Orlando Sentinel basically posted that there are plans for the next Universal Orlando hotel. And it's going to be between Sapphire Falls and I-4 Freeway. Apparently, the hotel is going to be located within a single tower connected to a parking garage. And it most likely looks like it's going to be connected to the parking garage. It's going to be near Sapphire Falls, so that makes sense to me. It's going to be one tower, so that's the reason why there's such little space. They actually can make it work that way.
Oh, that's why the plot looks so small in the photo.
Right. You have the parking garage for Sapphire Falls, and then right next to it you'd have a tower, and the tower would be kind of like the old tower hotels they used to have in the 90s right outside of Universal's Gateway.
Like the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
The Twilight Zone. Dun 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 dun.
As everyone prepares for Guardians of the Galaxy taking that over in California. Now, it's happening. Sorry. It's also there's rumors about that, but I don't want to talk about that. So another thing about Universal is they're testing VR for the Hulk. It's not going to necessarily be on the Hulk, but they're basically showing people through virtual reality what the ride experience is going to be like. And this sounds really awesome if you're able to do it. So there's not really much information going on, but it does sound interesting, and it's an interesting concept to basically test out virtual reality, which obviously virtual reality was tested last year too in a different means. So you can bet your bottom dollar that VR is coming to Universal sooner rather than later. This is just a test. And the final piece of news that makes me very, very happy is the fact that earlier tonight, Off Kilter was actually playing at City Walk.
What?
And it makes me super happy to say that. Yeah, they were performing on an outside stage at City Walk at 6:45, 8, and 9:15. Yeah, they were called Off Kilter and everything. And they're going to be performing again on July 30th. And because of the schedule of the band, they're going to not be returning till March 17th. And Little Birdie's telling me that they're going to be back at a limited time at Epcot soon too. So, if you're a fan of Off Kilter, then you may have been able to figure out how to finally see them in Orlando again. So, more information. Off Kilter has a Twitter now. It's at Off Kilter Rocks. So check them out, and you can give them a follow and show Jamie and the boys that they're still wanted here in the great city of Orlando.
Please don't tell me that's all you need.
That's what I've got.
And did you say...
You didn't talk about Halloween.
Ha 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 ha. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I wanted to throw you off.
And Owen, did you just say...
I'm paying attention. I'm just trying to block people.
Anyway.
And I think Owen just said, Chance.
No, I didn't.
Dare to take a chance with Chance?
This Monday, Hard Rock Live is going to be hosting the Summerland Tour with Sugar Ray, Everclear, Lit, and Sponge.
It's going to be lit.
So, yeah, that's something that would be really cool to go to. More information, if you want to buy tickets, you obviously can check out the Hard Rock Live box office at City Walk. Or through Ticketmaster, actually, they're selling the tickets to it. It's 8 p.m. that Monday night, and tickets are available from $30 to $55. So, it sounds like something that would definitely be worth seeing, especially if you're a fan of any of those. Or then again, you could wait until, I don't know, September 26th to the 28th and see Sugar Ray at Eat to the Beat. But, I mean, I would totally go to this if I was able to be honest, because this sounds like a fun time. Sugar Ray, Everclear, Lit, and Sponge? That sounds amazing. Like, my 90s self is just going nuts right now. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. I think I'm going to mention it again because... it needs to be mentioned because we're talking about concerts, and that's the fact that American Martian is going to be at Fun Spot on July 16th. Admission is free of charge. Show times are 5, 6, 7, and 8. Be there or be elsewhere, of course. So there's a charge for the rides, but parking and admission to Fun Spot is free. This is basically, if you're not aware anything about American Martian, it is the former members of Mulch, Sweat, and Cheers at Hollywood Studios. They put on a great show, very family-friendly in places. They're really heavy on classic rock. They got a lot of really great stuff in there. There's a lot of modern music, too. I mean, if you get a chance to check them out, definitely take that advantage, without a doubt. Velvet Sessions. Velvet Sessions just got announced the other day, and Molly Hatchet will be letting the good times roll on July 28th, 6:30 p.m. at the Hard Rock Hotel. Velvet Sessions tickets are available as well at velvetsessions.tix.com. And more information, it is vs@loshotels.com for an email to get more information on that. It's 6:30 p.m., $29 gets you in, $50 gets you VIP access. It's 21 and up. You got free valet parking, finger foods, and specialty drinks. So it sounds like a fun time. If you're able to make it, then I definitely recommend going out and checking them out, because apparently they put on a really good show from what I'm hearing. Lowe's Royal Pacific is bringing more to Jake's Beer Dinner Friday, July 15th at Jake's. That's going to be at 6:30 p.m. This is something they've been doing a lot lately, the Jake's Beer as dinners. Right now it takes place at Jake's American Bar, and you're going to get, this sounds interesting, you're going to get a wedge salad, seafood boil for your first course, beer can chicken. Your third course is a 12-hour smoked brisket. And your dessert is a dark chocolate Dobos cake, which sounds awesome. So, yeah, if you're able to take advantage of that, tickets are $55. Check out more information. Call 407-503-3200. And the tickets are $55 if you want to check that out. And last but certainly not least, and I've wanted to save the best for last, Halloween Horror Nights 26 announced their next maze.
Jesus Christ.
2 years ago, we had Michael Myers and Halloween, and this year we have the continuation, and that will be coming to Halloween Horror Nights 26. This is going to be located in the Parade Building, and for those of you that are unaware, it was where Walking Dead has been there for 2 years, also where Roanoke's been there before. There's been a lot of things that have been in the Parade Building throughout time, but this time it will be the location of Hell Comes to Haddonfield, which is going to be the return of Michael Myers to Halloween Horror Nights. Very much excited for this. Halloween, one of my favorite mazes of all time, and I'm looking forward to this. We'll be talking about this tomorrow night on the 5th Halloween Horror Nights 26 podcast on the Podcast Network on my channel, so link will probably be in the description bar if you want to check that out. And definitely looking forward to this, and there's so much more left to come. There really is. There's so many great things left to come. Tickets are currently available. I will say right now, Unmasking the Horror, if you do the combo ticket for the 17th of September, it's not going to happen because it's completely sold out. So your first date you can actually book Unmasking the Horror for combo ticket is the 18th of September, and they basically have it throughout the duration of the event. There's RIP tours, a lot of really great things. There's character dining. More information, check out HalloweenHorrorNights.com/Orlando.
I have breaking news.
I hate it when you use the term breaking news because I never know if you're right or not.
I'm not right.
Of course not.
I went from 499 followers to 402. I had that many bots following me.
Okay.
That's kind of pathetic.
Wish I had actual breaking news, but unfortunately, there's really not much going on at 11:51.
Well, you can't say that because at like 11:51, actually, yeah, about 11:51, what happened on the podcast on Wednesday?
Yeah, but that's a completely different story, and usually we don't get breaking news on this one.
Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is we're going to talk about Disney. So, I just got back from my trip. I'm not going to go into full detail. I want Andy to be here whenever I go into like full detail of the trip and all that stuff, so he can ask whatever questions he wants to. But we had World of Coke open. It was literally open the last day I was there. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care for this thing, and it's not because I don't like Coke. I very much enjoy Coke products and soda and all that stuff. But the first floor, merchandise.
Yeah, it's a Coke store.
The second floor, which I could not go up the elevator because the elevator was broken, so I had to go up the handicap ramp. Second floor, merchandise. A lot of polar bear merchandise too.
There's going to be a meet and greet starting soon too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'll be cool. Third floor, which had a line stretching about 2.5 hallways. You'll understand whenever you watch the video that I'll post up there on the old YouTube. There was a huge line for the Coke, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna follow this cast member. Can't remember what his name was. I might be on the vlog. I don't know. But I said, can I follow you? I just want to get video. And he said, sure. So I followed him, and I looked out. I'm like, oh my goodness, this view is amazing. The view is beautiful. The view is like gorgeous, but it's not worth waiting in line for. And I don't think it's worth waiting in line to get those sodas when most of them you can get them at Universal, except like Surge. I just found out from Owen that Surge is there and Tab is there.
It's available in cans.
But like all these sodas you can find somewhere.
Not to the extent that they have them here.
True.
Like, they have a lot of the Club Cool sodas on Fountain here.
They do have Beverly, yeah. Because Banks gave it to his daughter, and his daughter was like, ugh.
Yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit, like the trays they have.
Yeah, what flavors do they have?
So, they have 3 trays. They're international trays. Basically, it's like a smaller version of World of Coca-Cola. And then they have a really awesome like float tray.
Oh, I have it now. Okay, I just saw it. Continue.
So they've got 8 on both trays, the international trays. They have Stony Tangawizi from Tanzania, Fanta Exotic Fruit Punch from Uganda, Bon Bon Angelaise from Madagascar, Sunfill Mint from Djibouti, Minute Maid Joy Apple from Korea, Fanta Apple Kiwi from Thailand. We have Smart Watermelon from Club Cool from China. Thumbs Up from India. The great disgustingness that is Beverly from Italy. Aquarius Libre from Spain. Fused Tea with Berries from Georgia. Bonacqua Fruits Apple Pear from Germany. Lift Manzana from Chile. Fanta Colita from Costa Rica, also from Club Cool. Inca Cola from Club Cool as well, from Peru. And Delaware Punch from Honduras. They have really awesome floats, too. I don't know how these would work in these aspects, but I am totally going to do this. This is a sip and snack waiting to happen.
I know it's expensive, Owen.
I'm doing it. I don't care.
No. I have another idea for you for sip and snack.
Okay. I may have already considered this.
And that's moving to the next thing I want to talk about with Disney Springs, because I just went with, because last time I went, it was Downtown Disney and Pleasure Island was open, all that stuff. So
Don't remind me.
Disney Springs is totally new to me. And I walk through, I see Disney Quest, I'm happy, and then I walk to the marketplace, or not the marketplace, the town center. I'm like, what is this? I don't like this. Go away. It looks too hipster. And then I see sprinkles, and I'm like, no. So I go up to the kiosk, and each cupcake's $5.50, which,
Right.
I wouldn't pay that much because my mom makes better cupcakes anyway. Moving on from there, and then we went to Alex and Annie. Mom got something, and then I went and looked at prices for Deluxe Burger. There's no way on God's green earth I'm ever eating at Deluxe Burger. Place is super expensive.
Yeah, I probably will.
And then we went to World of Disney, did a bunch of stuff, but we went to Boathouse. Boathouse was good, as always.
Love Boathouse.
Boathouse steak sandwich, get the steak sandwich. That steak sauce that's on there, I don't know what the heck it was, but it was amazing. And then we went a couple days later to meet up with my aunt and uncle. We went 3 times to Disney Springs. We went one time on that Sunday, and then we went on Friday to meet up with Justin and Emily and Madison from Gem Sessions. They were really cool, but that'll be a different story for a different day. And then we met up with my aunt and my cousin, who that was their first day of their vacation. Our vacations overlapped. And we got stuck in Amaret's Patisserie because of the rain. Owen, you need to do a sip and snack at Amaret's Patisserie.
Okay.
It's like $8 for like one of those little things.
It's fine.
But oh my goodness, it's worth it.
You don't realize how much money I'm going to spend on those awesome candy bars they have at Universal that I'm doing this year.
It's so good, Owen. Like, you don't even know. The cookies were good in its own right. And then we were gonna go eat at T-Rex, and I'm like, I'm not eating T-Rex. I'm not going to. I'd rather eat at Rainforest Cafe, which we did eventually. Actually, we ate at Rainforest Cafe earlier in that trip, and I said I'd rather eat at Rainforest Cafe again. By the way, if you go to Rainforest Cafe, get the Parmesan chicken, or the chicken Parmesan. It's so good. What else happened on the trip? Let me think. Just a little short summary. Universal was good. Kong was fun. Green Gods is better in the back row.
I told you.
It is. Okay, let me explain because I rode Green Gods 5 times because I did single rider.
Did you ever do the main queue at least once?
Yeah, I did it twice.
Okay, just making sure as long as you do the main queue at least once.
I did it once with my family and once with the 3 girls that I met up with at Kong. Like, I was in the single rider line, they were too, and we got to talking, and I just joined their group after Kong. Which was super cool. And I saw their first reaction to Diagon Alley, and it was awesome. So we went on Green Gods, and I requested the back for our last ride. So we did Green Gods, and it was at like a 20-minute wait. So I requested the back road, like road 6, and like I figured it out because I rode single rider on row 5 earlier. That if you look at the screen in the final scene, it's a weird effect that the screen like not closes in, but like the screen, it's a weird, I don't know what it is. Like whenever the dragon flies away, it feels like you fly away too.
It opens up.
Yeah, the robotic arm opens up, and I could explain it last week, but I can't explain it now.
The screen opens up. If you're paying attention, you can actually see the moment where you get hooked to the dragon and you're going to go through, and you actually go through a hole.
You shoot through the hole. Yeah, it's a Kuka arm, I know. But if you look at the screen, whenever you shoot, there's an effect with the screen that messes with your eyes. That, like, it feels like the screen's still there, but you're going through. It's weird. You'll have to like do it whenever you go to Universal because it is the coolest thing. It's so cool. Um, I feel like a weirdo now because I can't explain myself. Um, what else happened at Universal? Didn't get to ride Despicable Me. It was just too long of a wait and it broke down whenever I wanted to ride it.
Did you ever ride Jimmy Neutron?
What?
Did you ever ride Hanna-Barbera Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah.
If you rode Jimmy Neutron, then there's not much of a difference to the RV.
But I love Minions, so.
Oh, I do have breaking news from Epcot.
What is it?
Riders of Frozen Ever After had to be evacuated.
That's not breaking.
This is a normalcy nowadays, apparently.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna talk about it. I've been saying, okay, here's the thing a lot, but again, here's the thing. Kong had its issues. Kong still has its issues. I had a run of Kong where in the final room, if you haven't watched Inside the Magic's POV, go watch it. If you don't want it spoiled, then don't go watch it. But well, it's not really spoiling because you see it in the tram tour in Hollywood. The only scene that you see from King Kong 360 3D with Hollywood's tram tour, that part whenever it moves and all that stuff, I had a run that we didn't have our moving, but our effects worked and the screens worked, but we didn't move. So it was kind of like I kind of got like nauseated because it wasn't moving with the thing. So I was looking at it and I'm like, oh. So I stopped looking at it, and then whenever the thing happened at the end, I'm like, okay, we're all synced back up. But every time like I went through the ride, like I don't know what came about me to do this, but every time I went through the ride, after my first ride, it was a perfect run. You can ask at CryptoCam on Twitter. He was with me on that first run. It was amazing, and I told the person because they always had a person that was like not a bigwig, but like a person with the ride asking people how it was. I always went up and said, "Hey, this happened," or this didn't work, or I was letting them know what was going on inside the ride because it's not like they're sending a team member in there to ride the ride every single time, so they don't know what's going on. And they kept saying like, thank you so much. Like I saw the same guy 3 times just back to back to back, and he said, "Are you doing a single rider?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "How long's the wait usually?" I'm like, "The first time it was 10 minutes, the second time it was about 30, and then the third time, this past time, it was like 10." And he's like, "That's good." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going on my 5th ride now." He's like, "Well, I hope you like it." And that was the last ride. It was amazing. Everything synced up perfectly, but I went through because there's with Kong. I don't want to spoil most of Kong, but there's the outside door that we all see, the one that opens up the big doors and then shuts behind you, and then the ride starts. But if it's raining outside, they have an inside door that doesn't take you through the big door. Like they have a rain delayed thing so they can keep running the ride in the rain. Which I think that's cool. Am I just talking to myself now?
Well, I think what I'm gonna say is I think by the time I go back down there, and that'll be the same time Owen gets back down there, I hopefully they'll have all the kinks worked out on Kong and it'll be
It
a
should
full
be.
functioning ride.
You should
I'm
be
sure it will be.
fun. But Kong was good. I really didn't have a really bad ride on it besides the time that the things didn't move. I had one time that we went through the scene twice, but the stuff still moved, so it was fine. Um, almost got evac'd off of, was it Transformers or no? It was Forbidden Journey, I think. I don't remember. One of the two. It was one of the simulators. It might have been Spider-Man because I rode Spider-Man twice or once and I didn't go back. I finally did Doctor Doom. That ride is weird. I did see Sapphire Falls in there. I almost got you Sapphire Falls pictures, Owen, from Doctor Doom. Like, I'm not gonna be that stupid.
Yeah.
What I could have done is put the GoPro on my wrist and just did burst mode and did like 250 pictures for it, and just filled it up and see what happened. But I don't even think it would have worked then. Um, Doctor Doom was cool. And then we went over to Magic Kingdom on Wednesday. I rode Seven Dwarfs.
Day or night?
Night. Like
It's better. It's
it was
much better at night.
it was sunset too. It was
Ride's
beautiful.
much better at night.
But I still wouldn't wait 70 to 120 minutes for that ride.
I wouldn't recommend waiting that up for anything.
The entire time I was on Disney property, Frozen was closed.
Of course.
I'm not joking. Every single day, like I looked up just to see if I could like head over there and hit it up just real quick. We had park hoppers. Nope, closed every single day. Didn't get to actually go to Epcot because they went to Epcot on the Tuesday that I was at Universal, but it's what it is. I'll hit up Epcot. We go to Disney all the time, so it's not like I'm not gonna miss Epcot. Then Thursday we did Animal Kingdom, did Everest in the morning. We did Everest twice. The dinosaur, Kilimanjaro's, got popcorn and left. Actually, we ate at Rainforest Cafe and left. Then went to Hollywood Studios. Met up with Kylo Ren. Holy macaroni. Kylo Ren's meet and greet's pretty cool. I will be completely 100% honest. I was decked out in my first door. I wish I got the guy to record it on the vlog. I didn't even think about it. But man, I was decked out in my first order, and he said, I can use. And I'm like, ooh. And I had my deluxe lightsaber that I just got, the one that has the little Kylo Ren attachment. And he said, he said, you join us and fight against the resistance. I'm like, I already have. He's like, good. Let's get this scanning complete. I'm like, okay, because scanning complete means a picture. We had a great movie ride. Did Rock and Roller Coaster. Tower of Terror was cool. Got all my Oswald pins because I love Oswald. I got my Oswald ears, and my shirt, and my plush, of course. And then we went back to Magic Kingdom on Friday. What else? We ate at Be Our Guest. It was phenomenal. I don't even remember what I got, but it was good. We did Space Mountain at night, which really doesn't matter, but it was cool. We had 6 people in our party, so we all fit on one car. It was really cool. Then we watched Wishes, and yeah, Wishes was good. And then Saturday we went to Disney Springs, and then we drove home. That was the trip, in a nutshell. I do have to say one more thing about Universal. Pizza at Fast Food Boulevard is amazing.
Indeed, it is.
But if that line has more than 2 switchbacks, I will not wait. Because even as a single person going into that line, I still have to wait that long. Even though I every single time I ate the Bart mode. Because that's where I got my flaming mouth. So, yep. That kind of angered me. Okay, well, I think that's our show because no one's talking, so. Will, go ahead.
You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and if you have one, a Periscope. Follow me on all three things at HHNDawg, DAWG. Go to my YouTube channel at HHNDawg. That's my YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Again, at HHNDawg, DAWG, for more great content like Halloween Horror Nights. More Halloween Horror Nights videos coming soon. Like Owen said earlier, I will be a part of our 5th Halloween Horror Nights podcast. I can't wait to do that tomorrow night. And then I'm back with Owen and Travis on Monday and Wednesday for the Raw podcast and Wednesday Wrestling podcast. Yeah, that's it. And as always, I will see you boys and girls in the doghouse.
Okay, Owen.
You can follow me on Twitter at Siro and Disney. You can follow the network on Twitter at Podcast Network, Zazzle Store Podcast Network, Facebook fan page at Podcast Network. We just put up our most anticipated of the remainder of 2016 movies list that went up about 5 minutes ago, so check that out if you're able to. We have 7 movies on the AJ's Movie Reviews this week, so check that out if you want to.
7 movies? Wow.
Secret Life of Pets, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, Cell, Demolition, The Program, The Family Fang, and Everybody Wants Some is going to be covered on that video. Yes, like I mentioned earlier, and Will mentioned and added to it, we have our 5th Halloween Horror Nights 26 podcast tomorrow night, or now tonight at 9 p.m. So stay tuned for, we're going to talk all about Halloween. We're taking questions in our live chat and also on Twitter and Facebook using the hashtag HHN Podcast. We've got wrestling content this week coming up. Gaming with Ash returns on Monday. Monday night is the Raw Podcast versus returns on Sunday. Disorderly Romance is going to be your cryptic comment. I've got a Halloween video coming up. That's going to be most likely on Monday. Wednesday will be the Wednesday Wrestling Podcast starting at 10 p.m. because the Cruiserweight Classic. Sip and Snack Random Flavors on Thursday. Friday, AJ's Movie Reviews, Ghostbusters, and a bunch of other things. And then on Saturday, tying into that, Siro and Disney bring Sip and Snack to review Ecto Cooler. Yeah, I've been waiting for it, and I've got it. And next week, I'll talk about that. Your verses for next Sunday, your cryptic comment is actually going to be Knockout. So stay tuned for that. So we got a lot of really cool things coming on the podcast network. Stay tuned in the days, weeks, months, and years to come. We're going to have some fun this year.
All right. Well, you know where to find me because you found me here. I'm just really exhausted and I want to go to bed.
And go to bed.
Follow me at Travis Coaster. I just had to block 100 weird followers on Twitter. So go follow me. I do multiple other podcasts. Just follow the Twitter page and you will find that. So, yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Sorry it was so late. Exactly. Sorry it was so late, and we will see you all next week. And hopefully Andy will be able to join us, and we'll do an entire, full trip report of his trip that he went on, and my trip as well. I'll go through, more detailed reviews of food and rides, not really, because, well, they've been there for a long time, but food especially. We might even have a special guest on there talking about their thoughts on the trip. So, yeah. We will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.